Good morning, Gemini men. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Just as I did with the ladies in terms of doing them an exclusive reading, I'm going to be doing that same thing for you. Your reading is going to be valid until the end of the month. I'm going to focus on romance and work, and I'm going to be using the Lenormand cards, okay? And to save down on some time, gentlemen, I've already shuffled the deck and illustrated your cards as we see here, okay? So prior to getting into your reading, I just like to just go on and make a few general assessments here. I'm just looking at your card and your arrangements here. You have a predominance, it seems, here of diamonds. So diamonds are more so governed by fortune, okay? And, you know, fish, spades are usually like governed, you know, by service, okay, when you see those type of arrangements, okay? So your diamond energy in this reading is very dynamic and strategic and successful. And there may so, you know, I'm feeling be some form of worry or desperation as they kind of relate to your finances. Okay. We also have two red aces almost appearing in this reading. So it shows for you guys that really changes are approaching, that it's going to be followed, it looks like, by great joy. And I'm just looking at the predominance here of your layout, and mostly it's fairly red. So it's a very good outcome, okay, that I'm kind of seeing for you guys. Okay, let's just go on and get more specific and perhaps look at a few combinations that we have surfacing here. Okay, we have the fish with the man card, and that shows that's a rather lucky combination. Okay, we also have the anchor in the fish card, and that shows business-like qualities, okay? We also have the man and the mouse, okay? So that's emotional. Some of you may have been emotionally depressed, or you're carrying a heavy heart, okay? We also have the mouse and the sun, and that shows superiority or perhaps complexity, you know, as it relates to that. Okay, let's get in a little bit more specific. We have the anchor, and let's combine that with the fish card. That shows Gemini secure investments. It shows a lifelong business. It shows that some of you may even be interested or involved perhaps in the fishing industry or perhaps the marine type industry. Okay, we also have the anchor card, and let's combine that with the man card, and that shows that you are a very determined individual, and many of you are trustworthy. Okay, we have the anchor card, and let's combine that with the mouse, and that shows a lot of stress and perhaps agitation that you've been feeling. We also have the anchor. Let's combine that with the sun card. That shows a fun life that is approaching for you. A resort type lifestyle where you might want to like go near water or be near water. It kind of tells you to kind of press on, Gemini, despite the challenges that you might be facing. Okay, we also have the fish and the anchor card again, and that again, as I said, it shows marine or boat industry type business or perhaps a stable business that you're having. Okay, we have the fish, and let's combine that with the man card. That shows you being as a successful businessman. It shows you're independent. And we're also going to look at the fish and the mouse card, and that shows losses or possible business downside. And when you see the fish here also with the sun card, that shows it could possibly denote the entertainment industry, and it could also denote some competitiveness, okay? And again, with the mouse and the sun card, that shows a loss of confidence, even ambition. But the good thing, guys, is that it shows a significant improvement after a loss, perhaps, you know, almost like a light at the end of the other tunnel, okay? So let's go on and just get in a little bit more in depth into your reading, okay? And just look at your layout in general. So looking at your layout, okay, it appears that it looks like you are concerned about a variety of topics. You know, the fish here could refer to finances. It could refer to a holiday or perhaps even your birthday, you know, with the sun, okay? The stability of a relationship with the anchor, and perhaps something you may have lost or possibly got stolen from you, or perhaps you feel a bit sabotaged. It's in the mouse card, okay? And when you look at the man into the house, usually he is an air or earth sign that I'm kind of getting, or she can be an air or earth sign. And there could also be a concern about a man or woman in your life who appears lost in some way. And again, I said it's usually an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, Libra, or an earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, that perhaps you might be feeling a little bit about that as it relates to them. Okay? Let's go on and just do a fairly quick interpretation of these cards so I can see what else I can glean out of it. I'm going to do a quick interpretation if I were just to give a quick reading. Okay? Let's look at your past. We have the Anchor and the Fish. So in the past or recently, it seems that you seem to have separated from a lover and you fear that you will never talk again. However, after 7 months of perhaps stagnation and worry, the two of you finally connected, perhaps either via email or Facebook, letter, call, telephone, or any other telephonic type, communications. But it looks like, deep inside you felt, it looks like that the relationship, it appears that you felt it was one-sided in a sense. And my impression that this person, I'm getting a bit of an impression that this person could be possibly an air sign, as I suggested, a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or even earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I'm feeling that, for those of you in business for yourself, I feel that business began to flourish. And so let's go on and look at what's kind of, affecting you presently. I feel that you want a new beginning on all levels, particularly now. And this may include how you deal with your emotions and relationship, health concerns, career, and perhaps financial. I feel that it's quite possible, Gemini, that you just might receive an unexpected call from an individual who appears attracted to you. I also feel that you might, soon be able to kind of make an expensive purchase. I'm feeling that you seem to be very innovative and inspired, but you might find yourself perhaps feeling a bit bothered by love, or even perhaps unrequited love. It looks like a friend might also hurt your feelings with his or her criticism regarding your work, or something you did. And I'm feeling that could be possibly a water or fire type person, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, an Aries, or, Leo or a Sagittarius. I'm feeling that it looks like, something is about to crop up that's going to make you very happy. I'm feeling just moving along to the future. I see you focusing heavily on love, and some of you might even have thoughts of marriage, that seems to kind of be cropping up for you guys. Okay? Now let's go right along and just get right into your interpretations, your individual cards here, and see if we can kind of glean a little bit more information, okay? Let's start with the Anchor. So Gemini, man, this is all about, stability, perseverance, dependability. It's all about, kind of building an empire, perhaps something that, something of meaning that both of you and your loved ones can kind of enjoy. It says that you are confident, you're very supportive, as well as very consistent with your action. It also might denote that some of you might be wondering whether your marriage or relationship has a long-term effect to it. And this card says yes. Okay, let's look at your Fish card here. And the Fish, you guys, is all about, entrepreneurship, self-employment, freelance work, and perhaps business related to those elements. And I'm feeling that some of you might, be involved in sales or possibly consulting. It also shows that you're very independent, savvy. There might also be a desire to kind of be near water, as I suggested from the onset. Additionally, it also represents money, good fortune. And it could represent, alcohol, or maybe drinking a little bit too much, and maybe you may want to curb that behavior. Okay. Looking at the Mouse card, these are your future cards, the Mouse and the Sun. The mouse is all about stress, worry, anxiety. This card brings about a sense of loss in some way, you know. You might be acting in destructive ways, perhaps, as I suggested, drinking, smoking too much. You might need to kind of get a grip on it. And some of you might even suffer from ADD, you know. This card rules, you know, when you see this card, it rules Saturn and Uranus. So it also suggests that someone might have already deceived you or perhaps took something from you. You know, this card asks you to kind of stop being overwhelmed by circumstances and other people's problems, you know. Since this card is so close to the man, you know, you might have a fear of perhaps not measuring up, not being good enough. And this tends to kind of be a common problem among most individuals, you know. However, no worries, Gemini, because as you can see, you know, the sun here, you know, it's going to shine again. So this card forebodes well for success and excitement. It's one in which that you perhaps been praying for, you know, almost like a dream come true with the sun. So the sun represents a fire type sign. It can be a Sag, Aries, or Leo. You know, it could also represent the time frame of July and August, you know, the summer time frame, since the sun rules Leo. So although the mouse is a bit of a challenge, I'm feeling, card, you know, this card certainly brightens up the reading, you know, suggesting success is just right around the corner for you guys. It shows that, you know, success is going to be attained after, you know, kind of going through a lot of troubles and problems. So it therefore shows, you know, a lot of advancement, you guys, and recognition that is to be forthcoming for you guys. So Gemini men, this is what I have for you at this moment. I'm certainly going to be, again, posting more interesting readings for you guys. And as with any reading, this reading may not have resonated with everyone, but for those of you for whom this reading was meant, I certainly like to hear your comment, as well as for those who have yet to subscribe, please take a moment to subscribe. And as I said, I look forward to hearing your comments and also posting more interesting readings for you guys. Enjoy your day. Thank you.